Um, and also, he's kind of excited because, like, finding traps like this to Basil means that there might be, like, people like he's used to from the boat here. Because this is what they would do to, like, their hammocks or, like, their food, like their sack with their possessions or their, like, trunk. And so he's just, like, very intrigued by all this. Yeah.
So I just realized I've had our audio muted this entire time. Apologize for that.
No. Yo, I was right then when I said I'd be content with it just being silent for a bit at the start.
Welcome, gamers.
Here we go again.
I mean, do you want to start again?
I think we should go over some key details.
Give us Spark Notes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just a quick summary of
The last however long we've been live.
So you guys returned the mold to the observatory. Stellara got drunk, suffered some exhaustion, got oatmeal, made your way to a thieves guild, and Basil just blew through all the traps and everything. Afterwards, when all the traps were fine, Stellara fell into a hole for like half the session.
We found out how much damage I took. Chill. It was what, 25?
25.
Yeah.
25 points of damage from a hole.
Very deadly hole.
Inanimate hole.
Still very deadly.
There weren't even any. There were other holes that had spikes in them. This one didn't have any spikes in it.
Thank
Could you
God.
imagine if we land? Yeah, I would be
You
so
would have been
dead.
dead.
Like, how much extra damage would those spikes have done?
Probably at least 13 with the number of times you fell.
So at least 13. I would be on 1 HP.
Oh, I thought you only had 13 left, which is why I said that.
I had
so probably
14.
at least 14.
At least enough to kill somebody who's being dumb.
Being drunk. That's different.
I don't know about you, but when I'm drunk, I'm pretty dumb.
I'm just always dumb.
And then I asked Basil, this was the first time that we've really done all this kind of rogue stuff. Do you like to summarize what you said?
Sure. I said that Basil would probably be feeling right now is a sense of sort of homeliness and a little confusion, but excitement. Because on the ship that he came from, all of the crew members were sort of experts at laying traps and setting locks and arming stuff. And he had to get used to doing that and undoing that frequently. And so while this all felt pretty easy to get through, he hasn't had to deal with this much since he left. And so it's sort of all coming back to him, and it's got him really wondering if, you know, the kinds of people that he's about to see might be similar to the kinds of people that he'd spent a long time with. So he's eager and curious.
Okay. So we finally come back into game. You
Reload back.
had made your way to the end of this cave hallway, where you find this door. And you had disabled the traps in the door, able to pick the lock, no problem. As you start opening the door a crack, what was no sound opens into a large amount of revelry and rambunctious noises going on. A full, um, a full cave bar. Even though it's the morning, you're not entirely sure any of the people inside know that. They're in the middle of a cave. However, as soon as you get the door open enough, the entire bar, the entire tavern, whatever this place is, goes silent. Everyone stops in the middle of whatever they were doing. You see a large number of very rough and tumble looking people. A number of tables, fully packed, people at the bar, getting drinks, bartender halfway in the middle of pouring a drink, someone else throwing a dart at a board, stopped halfway through their throw. And they're all turned to look at the door. You had said something, Basil.
Hmm.
Do you remember what that was?
I believe I said, does anybody know where to get a beer around here?
You hear a few stifled snickers to that. As one person at a table not too far away from you slams down their mug at the table. He gets up, turns around, and starts walking towards you. This is a human male wearing a like a black leather vest, rippling muscles that are teeming with tattoos and scars. One eye missing, or one eye covered with an eye patch, presumably missing. A mess of black tangled hair falling down, draping over his shoulders. And this man is big. I want to be clear about this as well. When I say big, this man isn't like, oh, he's a bodybuilder sort of big. No, nothing like that. It's more, how the heck did he fit through the door sort of big.
Like his mother was a hill giant and his father was a madman.
Probably. You do see a crazed look in his one eye as bang, bang, bang with every step he walks towards you. The ground shakes as he walks over to you. And he...
Approximately how tall does he seem compared to me? Like, are we talking like 7 feet tall?
Probably taller than that.
Holy
At
shit,
least
that's
half
tall.
your height. Probably a bit taller.
So he's like 8 feet tall?
Around there, I think. You're like
4'5", maybe.
Yeah.
And how much taller than me?
In your lizard form.
Yeah, in lizard form.
23 times bigger.
That would, you're what? Probably like an inch tall in your lizard form.
If I'm standing up on my hind legs, I could be a little bit taller.
Oh, are you standing up on your hind legs?
No, that'd give me away. It's not just a normal lizard. I'm down on all fours.
No.
Okay. So what? Like that would be like 96 times taller than you. About 100 times your size.
Oh my god!
I can take him.
Put him up! Put him up!
This man leans completely over the two of you. Like you have to look directly skyward. Or cave ceilingward to meet his eyes.
Not cave ceiling word. Why, hello there. It looks like your mother gave you loads of milk now, didn't she? Do I know thieves can't?
Yeah. That's how you figured out this place was here.
Is that also like spoken?
Um, it can be. It's a very like coded language. It's a very complicated thing. Um, in order to speak it, it takes significantly longer because it's like one of those things that you say in a conversation. Like as if you're having a completely separate conversation, but the subtext is thieves can't, and it's really meaning something completely different. Like that sort of thing.
So it's not like Cockney rhyme slang.
No, not like that.
I don't know why. I don't know why that's how I always pictured it. Well, I guess I just said what I said then.
Make a performance check.
Oh God. Okay. Plus. Mm, 2. So 17? Not too shabby.
You hear, there are a couple of snickers from the crowd, and then a couple of more. And the guy who is hanging over you, big smile goes across his face as everyone starts cheering and yelling and laughing. Ah, you're all right, man. You're welcome here. You definitely get the feeling they weren't like at this point with how they all just switched back to being like rambunctious again. This was definitely a joke. Like they weren't actually going to do anything. They were hazing you basically. But he does give you a slap on the back. And his hand...
How much damage do I take?
I mean, his hand was like the size of your back. So I am going to need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh God. Let's see, my strength is a 0, so... 16.
16. All right. Not too bad. You still kind of like jolt forwards a bit.
The wind kind of got pushed out of me a little.
Yeah, but like only like a step. I am gonna need Solara to make a dexterity saving throw to see if she hangs on.
Okay, I should have seen that one coming.
Doesn't get swatted like a fly.
Basil didn't move too much, but it was enough. So it's not going to be tremendously difficult or anything. Oh, and as the lizard.
Oh, what's the lizard's dexterity? Shoot. Where can I find that?
It would have been so funny if I rolled a nat 20 and his hand broke on my back.
Lizard... Oh, lizard has a +0 to dex.
Make a difference. I'm 19 though.
Oh. Yeah, no problem. You've got all of a sudden you have these like lizard pads that just kind of stick onto things, and so you don't even have to worry about that.
And you get to keep those for the rest of the game.
I can keep it for 10 minutes. Or how long is it? Is it 10 minutes?
I thought it was an hour.
It's an hour.
No,
like an hour.
You just develop those
as
your regular form.
I can keep that for an hour. Look at, we'll see if Astrid lets me get that as like our next level up. If I can keep that.
All right. So these people are all having fun. After the guy hits you in the back, and you probably don't go as far as he was expecting. like most people would. Drinks all around for our new friend here. What? What's your name, friend?
The name's Basil. Nice to meet you. And yours?
The name's Cody. It's a pleasure.
Cody?
Yes. C-O-D-Y. Cody.
Okay. I thought you said Clody.
Oh. No. Yeah, no, just Cody.
Just Cody. Okay. A pleasure, Cody. A pleasure.
Come, sit, as he kind of directs you towards the table he was sitting at. There are a number of other kind of still very rough and tumble folks. You do see a fiendish Siberian, kind of big horns, black eyes. You see a bird folk that looks to be kind of like a raven, with kind of all measure of gadgets and trinkets on them. And you see another human. As you sit down, the server kind of comes up and spreads drinks to your table. One for each of you. They're just basic mead. Nothing
Can I
too
drink?
crazy.
Can I drink out of Basil's drink when he's not looking?
Are you
my
specifically going to try when he's not looking, or are you just
Yeah,
gonna,
like when
jump
he turns away, I'm just gonna go up to it and start drinking some.
I'm going to see if I can
a-
see it.
Make a stealth check, Stellara versus Basil, your perception.
I got a natural one.
Well, I don't even have to look at my perception because that certainly beats it.
Yeah, I would assume so.
So I just
great.
smack you out of the way.
You see, at one point you see Stellara try to jump down towards your glass. If you would like to smack her out of the way, you're welcome to.
I feel like I just I pick her up and put her back on top of my head.
So you get snatched out of the air and just go on Basil's head, and are placed on Basil's head.
Can't believe you did this to me.
It's your fault, drunk ass.
Oh yeah, would I have had
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage on that?
Yes, you are at 2 levels of
exhaustion. I have disadvantage on
I
that.
will
Yeah. Why? I don't
double
need it. I got a 1 already.
I do want to double check what that is, though, because I forget.
Didn't you put it in the chat last time?
See, if it would have been funny if I got
it's
a
in the
nat
chat.
1, you would have fallen in and just drank the whole glass.
Oh my god.
Like some Disney character from the 70s.
Yeah, at 1 level it's disadvantage on ability check. And then on 2 it's... Yeah, then 2 is speed half.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, you have made it into this bar, you've made it into this, what as far as you're aware is a thieves guild, but there doesn't seem to be much, guild business going on.
Gildery?
Yes, sure, gildery. There doesn't seem to be much gildery going on. It mostly looks like a bar. You do notice in the back it looks to be some other passageways. And this whole thing. I mean, the tables and chairs and things have been, definitely brought in from outside. But, all the walls, all the floors, you are inside a cave. Very much so.
What did the sign say that I followed in here?
So, it wasn't the thing you originally saw?
Yeah.
So it wasn't so much a single sign. There were symbols and codes in Thieves' Cant that when put together you were able to figure out that there's a Thieves Guild here in this cave.
Okay. So should I just refer to this place as the Thieves Guild, or what do we call this place?
I assume you're actually asking this to
Yeah.
Cody?
Yeah, that was in character.
Okay. Yeah, we generally just refer to it as the Thieves Guild or the Thieves Den.
It's mighty nice.
Why, thank you. It's we haven't been here for too awful long. You know, we always have to keep changing locations.
Of course.
What all brings you in here?
While they're talking, can I sneak and get a drink of his drink instead?
Yeah, make another stealth check, and this will be a
Oh my
disadvantage.
I'd so much rather you drink from my drink than the 8-foot tall giant.
I got a 4.
God. My partner is going to die because of her wanton ways.
Got a 14.
Good luck.
This is not going to go well.
I mean, Basil, you would have seen this if you want to grab her again.
Yeah, I'll grab her again.
Basil, you gotta roll better than a 4 if you want to see it.
Make another perception check.
Okay.
Give me a chance.
You're just trying to get yourself killed. What if this guy smacks you?
I mean, I think you have to get a natural 1. Think anything else?
Yeah, if he does smack me, I might just die.
I got a natural 1, so...
Oh my god. Oh.
It's up to our new friend here.
I really didn't think that was gonna happen.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, Lord.
Stellar, make a performance check for me.
A performance check. Maybe I can actually do something.
You to get like
It
the top
will still
hat and
be
the
at
cannon.
disadvantage.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my
It
ragtime
will
gal.
be at disadvantage, which is unfortunate. But
This is what happens whenever you get drunk.
I got a 12.
Oh, it's not too bad.
It's not a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully it's not a 1.
We started off so strong with the 19 at the start.
I know.
So he saw this happen with Basil's cup. He snatches you out of the air as well and deposits you back on Basil's head.
Oh.
Feisty little thing
He's
you got
nice.
there.
Oh, you're telling me. She's a real pain in my ass sometimes. So tell me, friend, does everybody have to disarm all those traps every time they come in here to drink?
Oh no, God, that's just for the new ones. We have another door, and he kind of points to where another door is. That's kind of on the other side of the bar.
Ah, that makes a lot more sense. I was gonna say, that seems like a lot of work.
No, that's just to test. You need, if you can make it past all those, you're by all means welcome here. Long as you aren't any of the feds or anything. You're not a cop, are you?
ACAB.
What? What?
Or AGAD.
Yeah,
AGAD.
yeah. We actually did this in like our first session. It was AGAD.
Yeah, AGAD.
AGAD?
All guards are all guards are bastards.
Okay. That's right, okay. Yeah, you're not a guard, aren't you? Are you? Alright.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All guards are bastards.
Alright, well then you're welcome here anytime you want.
Excellent.
Uh, you never answered why you're here, did you? Did he ask you why you're here?
I think he asked what brings me here, but then Stellara wanted to get a
Oh,
drink.
yeah.
As for what brings me, I mean, if I'm being honest, I saw the messages around and was hoping to just be around some like-minded people, if you know what I mean.
That's fair enough. I imagine the company of a couple of tiny critters isn't too much fun to be around all the time.
Well, if I'm being honest with you, Cody, the lizard here is my traveling companion who got a little bit too drunk and has gotten herself stuck in lizard form till she sobers up some.
Okay.
He definitely breaks out laughing at that. Everyone at the table does.
With that comment, I'm exiting lizard form.
Oh god.
on Basil's
On my head.
Yes, because I'm drunk and not gonna think it through.
I'm gonna oof. And then do you like push me under the table so then you're like what seems like you're sitting on my chair, but really you're just sitting on me.
Oh, sorry. Let me get off of you there, and I get off your head. But...
Jesus Christ.
But, like, did you say I'm stuck in lizard form for the... No. I chose to be in lizard form. Hi, it's Stellara. Nice to meet you. And I reach out my hand, like, for a handshake.
I'm gonna need a strength saving throw.
Oh, no.
This is a save, so it's not at disadvantage.
Oh, thank you. How generous. Oh wait, I'm drunk, so it's still not at disadvantage though?
No, that's... Actually, if anything, if you're drunk, it would probably be at advantage.
Oh! Well, I got 11 without advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that's enough. He's not intentionally trying to crush your hand, but he definitely squeezes much tighter as you hold your hand out than most normal people would. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. You got a bit of a firm headshot. I'm not always a lizard. Actually, pretty rarely, but it comes in handy sometimes. There's this hole I had to get out of, like out back there on our way in here. It was a hassle, but you should get that moved.
Be sure to come through the other entrance next time.
We'll keep that in mind.
That'd be a great help.
Basil, why didn't we just take that entrance?
You know, in hindsight, I feel a little silly, but I don't think we would have known to go that way.
Yeah, the instructions for the Thieves Guild definitely pointed to this cave. So unless, you would have thought to look around the area for a different entrance, you probably wouldn't have found it.
Well, and I don't think people would have appreciated me coming through not the newbie way. So that makes sense.
Fair.
So other than getting a nice drink here, what else do you all do here?
I mean, we tend to various members of our guild in many different ways. We do have various procurements that our guild members go on every so often.
Interesting.
If you're looking to be a full-on member of the guild, you would have access to these different shares of the wealth that come from these. You would of course need to. The newbie entrant isn't the only test. There is another test to ensure that you are up to snuff. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But otherwise, this is a wonderful refuge for those who may not be welcome in other parts of civilized society.
Well, I can definitely say that people don't always take kindly to me being around. At least they might not be as welcoming as I normally like. As far as joining up, is this sort of the only chapter, or are there other locations? Or
no, we are part of a larger underground organization throughout the country. There are other semi-competing organizations around, but as long as we don't get in each other's ways, we tend to be friendly with each other.
Okay.
And give me a history check.
Can I make a history check too?
No, I don't think you would know about this. This is...
Can I make a history check on something else?
What would you want to make a history check on?
No. Hear me out.
Okay.
Stellara doesn't like the vibes, so she wants to just make a history check on like if she like knows anything related to this group or anything. Because like remember like her backstory with getting involved in some cult stuff and then wanting to get out of that, and there's a lot of stealing.
Okay.
And then he also was like, oh, this is a place for refuge and we also do crime. Like it's giving her vibes on that.
Yeah, you can make a history check if you want. Was 12 your... Yeah, you have a -1 in history. Let's see, You've probably heard, maybe not of this one in particular, but you've definitely heard of other sorts of, how do I want to say it? Kind of this sort of, underground, kind of illegal, communities of people before, definitely.
Okay.
Also, I just realized I don't know if Basil knew that part of my backstory, so oops. You don't know that in character.
I don't know that.
I'm not even sure Alex was listening.
Oh, good.
I was only part... I'll try to etch it out of my brain. I was listening a little bit because I tried to be polite.
I just assumed you were looking at your character sheet trying to find your history.
No, I saw it was -1 pretty quickly.
Okay. Are you gonna make it? Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish. I did it with disadvantage.
9.
I got 9. That 19 would have been real nice.
Yeah. Oops. Don't get so drunk next time. Although again, that was like the first one, so I'm not sure it would have been the 19.
There.
I mean, I guess what is... Like, are you just concerned about this being illegal activity, or are you more concerned about it being like a cultish thing?
Probably more just the similarities give her like bad vibes on that, and she also like if they're that widespread, she also did organized crime stuff, like maybe she would know of them or have heard of them, but that was kind of my idea of it. But it does give her vibes on that.
You're not totally aware of anything like this in particular. It does seem very different than the sort of stuff you have seen before, though.
Okay, that's good. They seem more friendly. Well, I don't know. They always seem friendly at the start, though.
Yeah. I mean, this is a thieves guild, and the people to steal from are... I'm not totally sure what Stellar's views are, but I imagine probably the people that you would be more okay with them stealing from. Like, if they have like a big organized thing, they're not going to be like stealing from random people on the street. More like nobles and royalty sort of a deal.
Like people whose last name is like Musk or Buffett or
people who wouldn't even notice if you did.
Mm-hmm.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Cool.
Anything else either of you are wondering about?
I guess I'm wondering, like on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being perfect angels, 10 being horrific serial murderers. In general, when people discuss like the thieves guilds, like where do they lie on like general perception? Like, are they known as like more like a Robin Hood or more like kind of in the middle? Like some people like them, some people really disapprove of them, universally kind of bad. Where do they land?
And you're talking like from what you've seen and heard of before and whatnot?
Yeah.
I mean, the people you were with previously were almost universally disliked. But they also did a different sort of thing than this. You have heard of... I guess give me an insight check.
Okie dokie. Wait. Yep, it's still 3.
I'll give you advantage on that, because you are at least somewhat familiar with these kinds of people.
Thank you, oh gracious DM. 17.
That's much better.
Let's go.
They don't really seem like the Robin Hood type too much.
Okay.
Again, you definitely get the feeling they're more in the market for like bigger scores than like little petty theft. Over like kind of more targeting the people that they see as not needing the things that they have.
They're accumulating too much wealth.
Yes. What exactly they do with that? That's a harder question to answer. It probably depends on like each individual person, more or less, what they do with it. Maybe some of them do give away most of what they get to those in need, especially those in need that are closer to them. For some people, this is probably their standard way of living, and this is how they make all of their money. And so they probably have some kind of cover story for what they're pretending they do to others involved. Others kind of just seem to be in it for the fun of it, more than anything else. So I guess, to answer your original question, more in the middle than anything.
Okay.
Some people don't like them, some people do like them.
Cody, I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Yes, ask away.
I'm curious, as far as yourself in this line of work, what is your own sort of personal code with how you operate, in the field?
Um, uh, can you elaborate on what you're looking for there?
Was that him asking or you asking?
I mean, it was me asking through him.
Oh, yeah.
So, both.
I'm essentially trying to see,
Okay.
what makes him tick / I feel like every thief has their own, code. Because at first I was like, oh, thieves might just, follow one code. And I'm like, that's probably not accurate at all. It's like a paladin thing, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, thieves probably all have their own internal code that they follow. And so I feel like it's kind of this is a weird analogy, but I feel like thieves are probably kind of like atheists, whereas the general idea of being an atheist is all the same, but everybody's reasons for that and what specifics they do or don't believe in other than that vary wildly from person to person. And so I'm kind of just trying to get a gauge on is this a group that's kind of gets up to not so savory stuff, or are they Basil would be in on just procuring riches from people who are being gluttonous and taking from those around them, and doubly for it if some of that's going back to the peasantry in the area. But he's trying to feel it out without ruffling too many feathers.
Okay. Well, I come from a small village, out in the out of the wastes. My family never had much to spare, and I always saw the nobility of that area to be fat and gluttonous. They would take everything they could get their hands on, and I never liked that. I try to always steal things that no one's really going to miss, if you catch my drift.
Absolutely. I totally understand where you're coming from, brother. 100%.
Most of my
I feel very
earnings
similar
as well go to supporting my little girl, who I haven't
Oh,
seen in a
what's her
while.
name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, what a beautiful name. She must have gotten her looks from her mother, right? Let's
Are
hope
you
so.
calling me ugly?
Only a little bit.
Yes, she got her looks from her mother's side, of course.
You seem like good people here. I've run into other people who were a little bit more greedy, you could say, with their applying the tools of the trade, if you will.
I know the type you speak of. There are certainly ones in and around our line of work that are much less savory than ourselves.
Exactly. Well, I could tell you, Cody, I am really intrigued at the idea of, being a part of your group, even if I am sort of just passing through town. I haven't formally become connected with any particular group as of yet. And you all seem like downright pleasant folk to be around and trustworthy to boot.
Well, yeah, we're always looking for new members, especially one of kind of looks out the door. Or I guess looks at the probably now closed door, especially one of maybe your skill.
Oh, you're flattering me. But what is the other tests look? What are they like?
The entry test, or the
Yeah.
to become an official member of the guild.
Yeah.
Well, it requires stealing something. Stealing something of significant worth.
Okay.
If you have any ideas of that yourself, you're welcome to run it past one of the more senior members. But otherwise, they would be able to point you in the direction of something that would satisfy them.
I don't suppose a thing that I just stole today would count, would it?
Well, what did you steal?
Well, you see, these pesky ogres had the mold for the lens to the planetarium, and my friend here, Stellara, is very close with the goddess of the stars and the moon, and we wanted to help them create a new lens, so we went and we stole it from the ogres. And we did a mighty good job of it too. One of them will be having a sore foot for quite some time.
He definitely chuckles at this.
I got in there and out unseen.
That's true.
Technically, that's true. Unfortunately, if you don't have anything to show for it, I don't think they're quite going to accept that, but that certainly sounds like quite a tale.
That's fair enough, I suppose.
Like, you can just ask them. We did bring it back. They can confirm that we did that.
I don't think that's quite going to work.
All right. I'm not super familiar with the area. Is there any marks that you would suggest I steal from?
Your best bet would be to talk to the lady. And he kind of gestures over towards the end of the towards the end of the bar, you do see a much older woman.
Lady.
What did you say, baby?
Oh,
You
lady.
said lady.
I said lady.
I heard baby. A much older baby.
I mean,
No.
a much older baby would become a lady.
Yeah, but yes, you see a much older lady. Kind of gray hair, kind of very well put together. Sipping on some kind of a wine at the end of the bar, and just sort of chatting with the people around her. She
Speaking
definitely
of
seems.
chat, hey
Yes.
chat, make a 1 if you heard baby, make a 2 if you heard lady.
Oh gosh.
Viewer engagement. I'm here
Yeah.
keeping an eye on chat. No one said anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was 1? What was 2?
1 was if you heard lady, 2 was if you heard baby.
Oh, I thought you said it the other way. Oops.
I probably did. I
Uh,
probably did.
I think one person definitely heard. I forget what 2 was again. Alright. You see this lady at the end of the bar. Looks important. Cody gestured over to her.
Did she come over?
Huh?
Hmm?
What did you say?
Did she come over?
No, he's saying you should go over to her.
Oh, I go over to her.
Okay. Okay. So you both go over to her. So, yeah. Older lady, very white hair, kind of a short, curly hair, with, I don't know, almost like a full body, like red leather, outfit on.
She have horns?
No, she does not.
That's good.
She looks to be human. She does
Awesome.
have a number of daggers kind of tucked away in her outfit.
I bet she doesn't have infinite daggers like I do.
I don't think you ever actually got infinite daggers.
I'm pretty sure you told me I could have infinite daggers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've got infinite daggers.
Okay, fine, you have infinite daggers.
Let's go.
Congratulations.
Let's go, chat. Let's put some cool emotes in the chat for the infinite day. Let's put some daggers in the chat. Chat. Wow, look at all that engagement.
Oh, yeah. A dancing kitty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I need.
So you walk over to this lady. She kind of makes a side eye at you. She waves away the person she was talking to. She's done with that conversation. Why, hello. Seems we have a few new faces here.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
The
name's
nice
Basil.
to meet you too. Basil and
I'm Stellara.
Stellara. Welcome to my little Thieves Den here.
It's lovely. Very welcoming.
I assume you two would like to become official members.
I'm certainly interested.
Looking at the possibility.
Well, you certainly passed our tests on the to get here in the first place. you two... You two are certainly welcome if you to stay around here as much as you like. If you otherwise would like to become a member.
I was wondering, I heard what needs to be done to become a member, but I'm not from around this area, and I was wondering if you could give me any suggestions for a good mark to pay to go after.
Well, that depends exactly on how much you would like to impress us. There are certainly a couple of regions in the area that have a few items of interest, if you say.
Okay.
So would you like one of the smaller marks or one of the larger ones?
We cut it in the middle, and you give me a medium mark.
Of course, of course. You'd probably want to look at Lord Hughes. He's
Tell me about him.
an older gentleman who recently came across some a bit of how do I explain this? An ancient art piece, let's say. A large stone lion's head that he put with the rest of his collection. He has a rather large collection of art and other trinkets. This one in particular is of interest to me, as it seems to have etchings of some sort of arcane knowledge upon it. Would this strike your fancy?
And about Lord Hughes, tell me a little bit about him if you know something, please. Is he a good man?
Yeah, because I'm not going to steal from just some random guy.
He was sent here some years ago to watch over this land, and he hasn't done anything of help to any of the citizens here. He just collects his wages, taxes from us, and uses them for his own benefit.
Oh. No, he's a big piece of shit then. Like, I wasn't sold at first, but maybe.
All right. Does he have lots of different artworks, or just a few?
He has a small collection that he keeps in his mansion. There's a hedge maze at the back of his mansion, and he keeps it in a vault underneath. believe there's an entryway at the center, but that's about all the information I know.
Alright, that's actually quite helpful. I will take this under consideration. Do you think you could tell me about one other job so I can pick between the two of them? See which one would fit my sort of style best?
Well, you're the one who wanted a medium mark. I'm afraid, you aren't a part of the den yet. I can't put too much trust in you to not hit all of them.
That's a very valid point. I hadn't thought of that.
Like, can he get the medium mark and I get, like, a different mark?
You both already heard about this one. I'm afraid it's this or nothing.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Convincing.
Would you like to try to make a deception check?
Yeah.
This will be a disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Of course, I'm drunk. That's the only reason I want to do it.
Okay.
I would not normally.
Why'd you get like 2 nat 20s?
Oh my god, please. I got a 10.
Oh, not bad. She definitely did a lot better.
Damn it.
She just smirks at your comment.
Fair.
Alright,
And if you do decide on this, watch your back. Lord Hughes is he's an old general. He's fought in many wars. He knows his way around, a fight.
Okay.
And, like, if we decide against this one, do we just wait till someone else has done it and then we can get a new one?
If you decide against, we'll see at the time.
I just want to know my options, you know.
You're a cheeky one,
Could you
aren't
tell
you?
us... Very. Would you mind telling us which way to go to get to his manor?
Yeah, she gives you directions to it. It would be slightly north of the town. Kind of away from the mountains.
Okay.
There is also, she does also mention that there is a orchard surrounding his manor as well. Various fruit trees.
Okay.
Do they have berries, perchance?
Does he have berries? Was that your question?
Yeah.
Probably, I imagine. I'm not sure
Excellent.
exactly what all he grows in his orchard. Just that he has one.
It'll be vital, so I hope they do.
Berries vital to the cause.
We work in very particular ways sometimes.
Yeah. We have our ways, but we get shit done. You can't question them.
Well, that remains to be seen. Now, doesn't it?
For you.
Yeah,
I already seen it myself, I know.
Thank you so much for everything. I think we'll go finish our drinks, and hopefully we'll see you soon with the painting. Did you have like a small sketch of it so we know we're grabbing the right one?
It'll be a large stone, almost a large stone circle with a lion's head kind of carved in the middle of it. Don't think you'll be able. I don't think you'll mistake it.
Is it gonna be like too heavy to carry? Are we gonna need 2 people? Like, how big is it?
Well, it's for you to find out, isn't it?
You don't even know how big it is? Alright.
Jesus. Alright, thank you so much.
Sneers a little.
I make us leave before Stellara says something to piss her off.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Understandable.
You go back to your table, dragging Stellara along.
Mm-hmm. So it's a stone circle. Like a flat stone circle with a... You say a boar's head? A bull's head?
Lion.
Lion.
A lion. Wow. Close. With a lion's head on it.
Much the same animal.
Pretty close.
Sure.
Okay. All right, Cody.
Something along the lines of this.
Like a fountain spitter.
Yeah, I guess more or less.
I think that's their Christian name is fountain spitter.
Oh.
Just kidding. I don't. Well, Cody, looks like we have a potential job to do.
Well, best of luck to you. I look forward
to seeing you more. Do you know anything about... Oh, thank you. Do you know anything about Lord Hughes?
What would you like to know?
I guess, do you have any advice so I'm not caught off guard by anything? If I were hypothetically going to steal something from him.
Hypothetically, of course. We don't want to give away who the mark is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, hypothetically. I've heard he has a number of protections in place, but what exactly those are, I think you would have to scout it out yourself.
Fair enough. Anything worth having isn't going to be easy doing.
No, generally not. As far as the man himself, I've interacted with him just once, and he... very dismissive of people he deems below him. Not...
Leaves a lot to be desired, does he?
Not outright hostile, but not kind either. And
sort of has a punchable sort of face.
Yes. If you get the chance, definitely leave him one for me. I have heard of other... Before he came here, another village he was from, or another village he was regent of, I don't think is around anymore.
Oh, really?
No small part because of him.
Well, I think I might have to hit him a couple times if I want to equal one of your punches, but it certainly sounds like he deserves it.
Yeah, this guy's sounding worse and worse the more we find out about him.
Which is good. I don't mind taking from someone with as low of standards for living as he seems to have. All right, Cody, I appreciate you greatly.
Well, it's always fun to have a few chaotic bunches here.
Oh, I'm not chaotic.
Yes.
As you like trip over
lady.
a stool. Like you make it so like all the the glasses clink together and like the chair scooting noise happens. Well, I think it's about time that we head out and maybe see if we can get a little bit of information on this Mark.
Did Basil ever finish his drink?
No.
Did Stellar finish Basil's drink?
Stellar's about to.
I did that for you. I don't know why. You certainly don't need you to be more drunk.
It's only one extra drink. I'm not gonna give her another level of exhaustion for it.
I grab Basil's drink and drink it. Like as he's talking about how we should be heading out, I like see that it's still there, and I'm like, oh, if he's not gonna finish it.
Alright. Unless Basil, you stop her, he chugs the drink.
No. You could chug it.
Imagine Basil just rolling his eyes.
Yeah. 100%. Like I did part of my job by keeping her little lizard form out of my cup. But then, honestly, she's a grown woman. It's fine.
Alright. So, do you stay here, continue chatting? Do you head out?
I guess I would want to briefly chat with the crow character.
Okay.
Or the Birdman.
Yeah, the bird folk. He's a crow.
Birdman. Just as like another anthropomorphic animal, I'm very intrigued to talk with him.
Okay. You do see his head is like always kind of like twitching ever so slightly as he kind of looks around and stares at you. Kind of, you know, the thing birds do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
I go up to him and go, "Why, hello there."
Ah, hello. How may I help you?
I just wanted to introduce myself and my friend here. My name is Basil.
Yes,
this is
Basil,
Stellara.
It's a pleasure to meet you. And
nice to meet you.
You.
What is that supposed to mean?
So what brings you? What would you like to? Sorry, what did you say?
I said, are you not fans of lizards?
Not particularly.
It's because you were a lizard, Stellara.
I'm not a lizard.
Yeah, but you were.
You still wear
She's
the
normally
stench
not
of
a lizard. You know, birds and lizards, they've always fought so much. Natural enemies.
Normally birds eat lizards.
It
depends on how big they are.
It's those who acquire the forms of beasts when they shouldn't have them. that I take problem with.
Is this your
I don't.
natural form, sir?
Yes, yes, of course.
What
As I
makes you think
suspect
I
yours as
shouldn't
well.
have that? Have you never been one with nature before? Why can you do that? If so, why can't I?
I did not acquire this form. I was given it. I was born with it.
Maybe.
You make a mockery of those like me. With your frivolous use of your changes.
It just like I get like a flashback of her just transforming to get out of a hole, and then to carry a big heavy thing that's hot. And I don't I don't say anything. And I go, and then I don't say anything. And I just let Stellaris say what she wants to say.
I don't mean to make a mockery of anything, and I don't feel like I am. I feel like it's extremely judgmental of you to jump to such conclusions.
Oh, I've known your kind before.
Sounds like just like every other racist.
That's what I was gonna say. My kind? What do you mean by my kind? I didn't know we were talking to a racist. Oh my god.
I didn't know that either until now. Maybe we should get out of here.
I didn't catch your name, sir. What was that?
I don't know if I would like to give it now.
Well, surely you have no qualm with me.
Didn't you just call him a racist? Didn't you just agree with
did.
Solara that he's racist?
I did, but that's true.
He is racist.
I still wasn't rude.
I mean, he was
It's like calling him a
Not-
crow. I don't know.
No.
not so much racist as magic.
No.
He has a problem with. He has a problem with
Classist.
Stellara's race.
With my class.
He doesn't have a problem. Yeah, classist.
Oh,
Let's go with
classist.
that. He's classist.
But not that kind of classist.
Yeah.
Yeah, different kind of classes.
Yeah.
Still calling him a racist.
I assume so, but is there anything else you wanted to say to him?
I'm sorry that this had to go this way, friend. I never intended to get off on the wrong foot with you, but this is my boon companion and my close friend, and I think that she is very respectful with her transformations. She does them sparingly, and she's constantly nurturing and loving nature. So I just don't take very kindly to you insulting her like that.
You can make a persuasion check if you'd like.
Okay,
You don't have to.
I am.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
That's perception, persuasion. Oh, it's 11.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not bad.
Right?
Well, it's not good.
Mm-mm.
It's like slightly above average.
Mm-hmm.
Very slightly.
Actually, probably not even. Slightly above average, but on a die roll.
Yeah, I guess not even on like. Yeah.
Do you have any luck points?
Oh, good question. I think I do. I think I have 3.
Oh. I mean, you're welcome to use those to re-roll if you wanted to.
Except I have just as likely of a chance to roll higher as I do to roll lower.
You have a significantly better chance to roll higher. Some would say a 14 and 20 chance to roll higher.
Oh, that's right. I added 5. Ink.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
A
yeah.
23. A
Dang.
23.
I apologize for my behavior.
It's understandable.
My name is Scald. Scald.
A fine name. A fine name. Very powerful. Scold, a big fan of your sort of trinkets that you have going on now. He's the one that was wearing like a trinket jacket.
Yeah,
right?
yep. He's got like a whole bunch of things going on. Some
Like a
vials of
tinker,
different things,
almost.
some like he's got a handful of like orb kind of looking things that look like they probably open and do something. He doesn't
Ooh.
have, you don't see any like obvious weapons on him either. Yes, these are the tools of my trade. They can come in handy for many different situations.
Oh, I'm sure. Are you, do you ever sell any of them?
Sell? Did you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
For the right price, I suppose I can part with a few.
What price would you be thinking of for those?
Well, what catches your interest?
Tell me about those orbs.
Ah, yes, these. These do a handful of different things. You can throw one at an enemy for, hold on a second.
And it kills them instantly.
Um, no. It can blind or incapacitate, or even frighten someone that you throw it at. They produce various illusory effects.
Oh, excellent.
If you would like
Interesting.
one, I
And
could part with them for, say, 3 gold each.
I'd like 2 of them. They've single use each, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds
And
perfect for when you're in a pinch.
they each do different things. So there's one that can create a flash of colors to attempt to blind your enemy. There's one that creates an illusion of a tempting dancer to mesmerize them, to incapacitate them. And a last creates an illusion of a large blade hurling towards them that can frighten your enemies.
I'll take the color and the dancer.
Okay. So, you can add some illusion orbs to your pack.
Cool.
I will. I'll get the descriptions of these things to you later. But they each have a save associated with them. The colorful one, your target needs to make a DC 11 Dex save, or they're blinded until the end of their next turn. The dancer is a DC 11 Charisma save, or be incapacitated until their next turn.
Okay.
And so that would have been 6 gold total, if you got 2 of them.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Gold.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you. And you, I suppose, turning to Stellara. Pleasure doing business.
Likewise. And if I ever might need some extra supplies going forward, could I come back and buy some more from you?
Yes, of course. I make these myself, so I'll always have more if you are in need of them.
Excellent. That was very good to know. All right. Well, until we meet again.
Yes, until we meet again. Best of luck on your mission.
Thank you kindly. And we skedaddle.
You leave out presumably the other door.
Yeah.
So as you kind of go and walk through and leave through that door, it does seem to be hidden quite well behind some brush and some trees. And it also, so the door you entered through, it was definitely like a rock face looking door. However, especially once you got close to it, it was very obvious that it was a door. This one is much better concealed and blends in much better with kind of the rock wall that it is made out of. So even if you had thought to look for a different door, this would have been incredibly difficult to find.
This would have been one of those over 20 perception checks?
Yes.
Got it. Well, it's a good thing I didn't even stop for one fucking second to think about exploring somewhere else. Oh, sorry, chat, for cussing.
Oh yeah, that's not actually allowed here.
We just lost like all of our viewers. We had like 50 of them, and now we have 1.
Chat, I will donate $1 for every 10 chatters that complain about my cussing.
What if I just bought it?
Who are you donating to? Us?
Yeah.
Okay. It is 10 o'clock. I don't know if we want to keep going or if we want to call it here. It's probably be a pretty easy place to call it, but
yeah, I think it'd be a good place to call it.
I mean, I'm staying up a bit later because I want this other 3D print to finish, but good with calling it if y'all want.
I'm fine with calling it.
I'm okay calling it too.
Was fun as always.
It was.
Rather,
Hopefully,
like
Stellar will be less drunk next time. I don't know. She did just have another drink.
Yeah, that's true.
We gotta have sober Stellar on here sometime.
You were probably in there for, I don't know, let's say like 2 hours. Not like a tremendous amount of, like, from when you entered the cave to when you finally left. It's probably about 2 hours.
Did she drink again?
Huh?
How much did she drink again? I forget how much it was last session.
Last session was a ton.
Like, yeah, but like, how many drinks left there?
It was like 6 drinks or 8 drinks or something.
Okay, she's just a goner.
You just had like 3 barrels of ale at your disposal. I don't know how much Solara would have drunk. Probably wouldn't have been able to drink all of it. So, like, however much you realistically would have had.
Like a gallon of
Actually,
booze?
You said you were keeping up with Basil.
Yeah.
So, how much would Basil have had?
Well, but I rolled really good on my constitution, so I said I had like 6 or 8 drinks or something.
So Stellara had 6 or 8 drinks or something. And now 7 or 9 drinks with this other one.
Stellara's properly shit-faced.
You could make Stellara roll to throw up and see how much of the booze she could throw up.
I mean, I'm surprised she hasn't gotten alcohol poisoning yet already, anyway. I mean, that she could
the first team death with just alcohol poisoning.
If she gets more though, it'll probably be that might happen soon.
I mean, you're also lucky the oatmeal place didn't have any booze, because you asked for booze in your oatmeal.
You did ask for booze. I forgot about that.
Oh my god, you're right.
I guess, is there anything else either of you would like to say or do?
No, I think I'm good. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell. And make sure to drop a follow. Amazon Prime gives out free Twitch memberships. So if you want to subscribe, it's free with a Twitch Prime. Make sure to do that.
Wait, but they can't even do that. We're not affiliate yet.
Yeah, I don't...
Yo, but they can subscribe on my channel, and then I have affiliate on my channel, so like they can just sub there, and then I'll give the money to y'all.
All right.
I don't stream anymore. I wouldn't even see it.
Well, I guess we're done.
That's all.
See y'all next week, hopefully.
Hope?
Well, I don't know. You guys tend to, not be
here. We
here.
missed a session for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No,
this is the second week.
No, actually, I think this is the 3rd week. Didn't we have a session before that?
No.
That we.
So this session, last session, the one before that, we couldn't do, and so it was an extra week in between.
Gotcha.
And then I think there were like 3 weeks before that we didn't have sessions or something.
I know there were 2 weeks. I don't know.
I have all the dates if you want me to check.
Yeah, let me see.
I'm stopping the stream.